what we've lost, but also what we're losing, consciously blind sometimes to the things before us. So this, for those who are listening, is an opportunity to share. We now told our internet's back up and running. We'll stream live on YouTube, my friend. Okay, and apparently Turtle Meat is on the order. But I'm holy crap. So we're back to sit with us. Okay, I know where I go after I leave.
I know where you're not going.
You want that?
So as we know it, Barbanu is where? Let me ask a resident of that area.
Yeah, so to those who are listening, right, we've got over there about the Ebanks. It starts now where we sort of begun a number of years ago, the literacy was saying show. The same spelling and pronunciation as well as Barbanu. So for those who are listening, where is Barbanu? How is it said, right? We won't argue so much about the spelling, and you just alluded to it. Actually, you just said it directly, Barbanu. A good,
Amber had at least two spellings in that.
Right. So we're going to invite people as we take this break. If you heard it before, if you know how it's said, if you remember it as a child, your parents,
but to define for those people where
two things we want to know: where is it geographically, and how is it said? 949-8037, 949-6990, and this speaks to our cultural and historical ethos, the importance of protecting, preserving, promoting, who we are.
There's a bigger picture out of this,
right?
Small.
So we're gonna hear from you. Join us right after the break.
From boat days to beach gatherings, leave the catering to Subway. Choose from small and large sandwich platters, double meat wrap platters, and top it off with optional cookie platters for dessert. Or ask about our Subway box to go with the option of 6-inch or foot-long sandwich, 1 cookie, and 1 bag of chips for all occasions and celebrations. Let Subway focus on the food so you can focus on the fun. Visit subway.ky for catering options. Subway. Eat fresh.
You know who this is? That same old girl that met the Hollywood and Panama? Well, guess what? The fun ain't done yet, because this year I'm going to country concerts in Denver. I got kick up my heels in Times Square. I got keep living the dream with Cayman Airways. We so blessed to have them. I tell you what though, this old girl's feeling younger than ever.
Make your travel dreams come true with Cayman Airways, offering international non-stop flights from Cayman to New York, Miami, Tampa, Denver, Los Angeles, Panama, Kingston, Mobay, La Ceiba, and Havana. Enjoy free rum punch, free in-flight entertainment, free seat selection, and free meals on select flights. Call 949-2311, contact a travel agent, or visit CaymanAirways.com.
Find your dream car with a Cayman National Vehicle Loan. Enjoy 100% financing, up to 8-year repayment, and a 7% fixed interest rate for the first 5 years. For eco-friendly cars, we'll waive your commitment fee. This only applies to new vehicles. Call 949-8300 or email lending@caymannational.com today.
A caring and community spirit, cherished family and cultural values. These are some of the things that still embodies the Caymanian way of life in the Eastern Districts today. Savannah Pharmacy, your neighborhood pharmacy, located in Countryside Shopping Village, is delighted to offer products and services of real value. Whether it's catering to your family's medical needs or carrying apparel, gifts, and beauty products, Savannah Pharmacy provides you with more than just prescriptions. Remember, they're always just around the corner with everything your family needs and convenient opening hours, including Sundays and holidays. Savannah Pharmacy. For more information, call 946-3336.
Prescription refills made easy at Savannah Pharmacy. WhatsApp your prescription refills to 929-5045.
The 7 a.m. Sports Report brought to you by Dr. Wayne Porter, offering a full-service dermatology and dermatological surgery practice. Call 946-9020 to book your appointment today.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Hey, welcome back, and thanks for joining us, and thanks again
to when you open it.
Yeah, Ray Blanker for coming on board. What is it they say? If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there, right? It also says if you don't know where you come from. Well, how'd I go?
I'll come up with something. How about history and culture? History is the father, and culture is the Rambunctious daughter. How about that?
You put it much more sanitized than I probably would, but yes. and the reason why I'm glad that you come on in, the idea that if we look at many parts of the world and we travel, we see things that are centuries old, and the ability sometimes of the people not only to know, to embrace, but to openly say to governments and private sector entities, hey, you can't build this airport, as in the case of some places, this historical site. You can't demolish this thing because it has historical significance. Or you not just keep alive and preserve, but you ensure that it is authentic as possible, right?
Yeah, I think that just shows that's reflection on your society, right? And even saying you're sorry or made a mistake can be able to,
So as we talk about Barbanu, why that's so significant is that it is so simple that like many things, and go back to history, not just in the Cayman context where we literally bulldoze many plants and places, or buildings and spaces to make way for something different, but we also know that in the age of exploration, historical sites were discarded, demolished, right?
And people, cultures.
And people. But if you take, as we're talking about, what is the meaning of the word Barbanu, and two, don't correct it, don't correct how it's spelled, don't correct how it's said.
But origins.
And ascribe, right, as has been the case now for seemingly a few people for a while. Right, this is 2024,
and then
in June, right?
Barbanu apparently is over 40 years old.
Right, and if somebody was, say, commissioned to research, was paid tens of thousands of dollars, just for argument's sake, to publish something, whether it's a historical book, whether it was a paper, and from that, something emerges that fundamentally redefines, changes something, right? And nobody says anything, but it becomes so entrenched and repeated that it becomes accepted.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what was worrying to me because it's like all the college students are now
Right.
saying it.
So,
And people commenting, going, yes, that's what I heard. I'm glad to hear this.
yeah. So Watermelon does not mean turtle tracks.
No.
Okay. We know that in Cuba there's a Bay of Watermelon.
There's a Gulf of Barbanu
Gulf.
and there's a town or a little city of Barbanu. It actually was an important place because it was the capital at one point. I think up to maybe 1600s, 1700s, those times. But apparently it was so like it had so much mosquitoes and it's a swampy area that they changed the capital to Havana, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump over there to like the north of it.
So you showed me a map. If you take Watermelon West Bay and Watermelon in Cuba, they look very similar.
Well, I don't know if I can address that, but definitely the terrain. It's if you know about Barbanu in the sound, it's a mangrove coast,
Right.
And it's the same thing in Cuba. I mean, we are geographically we are on the Cuban plate, so even though we're next to Jamaica, we're more Cuban. If you look, they still got the same type of geographic thing.
And for people listening, this isn't talking about West Bay. This isn't even talking about Grand Cayman. This is historically significant for the Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that we need to also do when we look at Pedro or we look at Turtle Farm.
And I'm glad you're pronouncing it Pedro rather than Pedro.
Pedro's a name. Pedro's a friend. Hey, Pedro.
Pedro.
In Pedro.
Little Pedro.
Right.
They're two different things.
Yeah. But these are things that we tend to look at. Oh, that's in that district or that island. These are the Cayman Islands, right? 3 islands and 1 people, right? So with that in mind, when we look at Watermelon, what was interesting is that the settlements there and the settlements in, I think he's going to put a call to in a second, but that fascinated me as well. The similarity in terms of geography.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's I think that's why Caymanians that went to Isle of Pines were comfortable over there because you go looking at it, it's basically like it's the same Cayman.
Same Cayman, just a little different accent. Yeah. All right, Ray Biker sitting next to me. I'm told we got a call in the next, so let's take it first. Hey, welcome. Thank you for calling.
Sterling, good afternoon.
Hey, a good familiar voice. How are you, man?
I listen to you, man. I good. How you doing, my friend?
Man, listen, I'm encouraged, enthused. I am so motivated, right? And that I want us to champion who we are, invite and embrace it. And as people come along, from the fish dinner to the breadfruit, right?
That's what I try and say, because when we eat saltfish, we don't say cod fish, we say saltfish. And that's why I want to say, I'm glad